Okay, so can everybody see that? It should be the home screen of Traverse Connect is what we're looking
Yes.
at. Okay, great.
Great.
So this is the home screen of Traverse Connect. When you want to log in to the Member Information Center, you just come over here to this little login link, follow that, enter your username and password, and sign in. If you forget your username, you can click this link. I've had reports lately that people have had an issue with that, so please reach out to me directly if that ever happens with you. So once you click sign in, it's going to take you to this home page, and it will be your home page. So this is my home page. That's why it says Traverse Connect up here. Has my name up here at the top as I'm logged in. It doesn't have my picture yet, but we'll do that as we go. So the first thing I'll point out is you can navigate from a couple different places. You can navigate right here from account settings, has this drop-down menu, and you can link to any of these areas directly. Before we leave here, I'll point out that you can click help. And there's a couple helpful videos. If you forget anything that I've talked about today, you want to watch it at your own speed, you can watch these. These are produced by Chambermaster, our software provider. And you can watch those to kind of go through what we're going to talk about today. So you can navigate from here. You can also navigate just by clicking the Home tab, and it provides you with all of these quick links here. So this is what we're going to go through today. I think this is an easy way to navigate through the entire site. So first, for your personal information, this is your personal profile. So update this however you would like. You want to change your title, you want to change your email, your phone number. Would you like to add a cell phone number? Any of that is fine. At this point, when you're adding it, it's just adding it to the background per se, and later on I'll show you where you can set your preferences for if your information is displayed and how much information is displayed. You can select all, none, or somewhere in between. So all of that can be updated, email address. When you get to the end, you can add a short bio if you would like as well. Just click Save Changes. If you don't like the changes you've made, hit Clear Changes. Nothing is permanent. You're not going to make a mistake. If you get stuck and can't figure something out, just let me know. So that's your general profile information. The next link here is username and password. That's the link that I sent to you when you originally joined, or somewhere along the way you've had that sent to you. If you anytime you want to change that, this is where you do it. Again, or contact me. The next item here is your photo. So if you would like for a photo to display here in the Member Information Center, and it would also display, if you choose to, on your website, on your online business directory listing with us. You can choose, and I'll show you those preferences in a moment. So to add your picture, you just click the plus sign, go to your file where you've saved your profile picture. It will ask you to crop and save it, but it automatically crops to a good size usually, and then you just crop and save. And now your picture will appear up here in the Member Information Center and later on the website if you choose it to appear. So this is, you can click Save Changes there, and you're all set with your photo. Coming back over to the left, with groups and interests, right now, the only group we have listed is our TCYP, which is our Traverse City Young Professional Group. It's a great group to be involved in if that's an interest of yours, and you're welcome to click that link and save changes to join there. The next is social networks. So if you personally have social network links that you want to share, this is where you would do it. This would not be your company's social networks. These are your social networks. So if you want to share any of that, feel free to do that there. As you do, make sure you verify the URL. Make sure you, once you enter your information, click on verify, make sure it takes you where you want to go. And again, save changes. Okay. Importantly, this next one is, I'm clicking on, is display preferences. So as we look at this, this is your personal profile information that you've entered. If you want anything to appear in the member to member area, which is where we are, that's this column here. And you can click anything that you would like to appear. If you want your photo to appear, you absolutely have to click this first one, allow my information to be displayed. And then from there, you can pick what you would like. So I'm going to choose full name, job title, email, work, and address. Now, if you want your personal information to appear like a business card, it sort of has a business card look to it, on your business directory page, then you would click the public side. So this is what someone going to our public business directory, searching for a business, this is what they're going to see about you personally on that web page. So you would click public, allow my information to be displayed, and then you would choose what of this information you would like displayed. It can be whatever you'd like. I'm not going to have mine displayed there because mine's already on the website. Okay, and then again, you would click Save Changes. So that's all on the personal. Does anyone have any questions about that as we go? It's most of what we're doing, it's pretty straightforward. And like I said, you really can't make a mistake that can't be fixed. The next drop down here is for the company information. So first I would say if you are not the primary or the billing rep, you won't have access to a lot of this information. Everyone here, I believe, are primaries. So you should all have access to change and update this information as you like. The first link here is the profile summary. This is just something nice that the software does for you to tell you how complete is your organization information. And it'll show, ours shows 100% complete. If yours was not, then you could click view and it would show you maybe what you're missing. Same thing over here. And some of these are going to be incomplete because you don't choose to enter some of the information, and that's fine as well. But it's a nice overview. So this is your general organization information. This is your website information. This is your map, so how your location displays, and photos and logos. And we're going to talk about all of this separately as we go through it. So first, for your organization information, if you have a name change, if you're a DBA and you'd like to add the DBA there, all of those things can be done here. If you still use a fax machine, and you would like to, you can click this button that says call first, so that when you get that random fax, you'll know to go check it. Okay, when you enter your website address here, if you change your website, you develop a new website. We recently, TraversConnect.com is fairly new to us. When you enter that new address here, make sure you click verify the URL and make sure it takes you where you want to go, which ours did, so that's great. I've had numerous businesses enter this on their own, and if we don't come across it, you know, we won't notice for a while that it's leading people nowhere. It's not taking them to your website, and you don't want that. For your address information, you have your physical address and your mailing address. Ours is the same. If yours is not the same, unclick that box, enter your own. If you have a PO box you want to use for mailing, whatever you would like, enter all of that information by hand there. And this is clicked because it's going to use this contact information on our public member webpage. That's the same address. If for some reason you have an address that you want us to have internally, but you want a different address to show on your webpage, you would unclick that and it would allow you to enter a different address for the webpage. You can add additional information if you'd like. When was your business established? You can add that in. Full-time employees, part-time, we require that now when people join, so that should already be in there. I believe that's it for that page, and you would click Save Changes to change anything that you've done there. Moving on to employees, it's great to add employees who work at your company, especially those who you feel would want to be engaged with our events and news and now webinars and forums that we're holding. It's great to add those people. They will not have access to change company information or any of that unless they're the primary billing. Or if you ask us to add them as, let's say, a marketing person, I do give expanded permissions to those folks because sometimes they're given the task of maintaining your page. So we can do that as well. But most people just have standard permissions, which means they can enter the member information center, they can register themselves for events, they can pay their own registration fees, which are a reduced rate because they're a member. So it benefits them as well. So let's say I want to add a new employee. I scroll to the bottom and click add employee or rep. Add her first name. We're going to add Tessa Test. You can add a job title if you would like.
Well, Jody, can I just interrupt really quick here?
Sure.
All of the names that you put in here will help with your SEO. As you know, if somebody's looking for, they met you at an event and they're looking for you and or one of your employees, they can Google search you, and this will just kind of help elevate your presence on the internet. Thanks, Jody.
Brenda. Yeah, that's a great tip. So you would enter that person's contact information as you would like it to appear. It's going to pre-fill with your company information. So make sure when the email, you add their specific email if that's what you would like to use for them. If they were going to be the primary contact, you would click that box. If you would like them to have login, you can click this box and it will send them an invitation to set up their login as well. So I can save that information that I've added for this new employee. And now she will show up in our list of employees. And now I can go to visit her. And across the top here, now you have a menu bar that's similar to when you set your own profile up, but you're doing this on the employee's behalf. So you can go in and do like we did before, and you can add a photo for that employee. So Tessa here is COVID-19 compliant, so she's ready to go. Then you can add groups or interests. It's the same thing, just as if you were setting up your own profile. Social networks, same thing. Preferences. This is something, again, I just want to point out, if this is someone you want to have their business card per se display on your online business directory, then you would click public and what information you want to display for that person. If you don't. You can have their information just show up in the member information area. And then you would save your changes. So that's adding an employee. The next up is website information, which is very important. Right here, you can click a preview of what you already have entered so far for your website. So if I click preview on that page, this is going to take us to our listing in the business directory. This is called a banner logo, this large size at the top, and you don't have to use that size if you don't want. I'll show you where you can choose different sizes. It has social media links here. It has a link to our website. It has our address and phone number and email, of course. Map link. You can add hours, driving directions, an extended explanation of what your company is about, some bulleted highlights, images, and if you've recently posted news, that would show up down here at the bottom. Okay, we're gonna go back. Okay, so get this out of the way. 1 minute. Okay, so you're back on your web page. So like we said, it'll autofill with your organization information. If you want to have a different name displayed here, that's fine. If you want to have a different address, any of this is editable by you, however you would like to do it. You've already entered your website address from the other page, but here, if you would like, on the website, rather than having just your actual address, the URL, you can have it linked by text. So it would just say like, visit us, and people could click on that and that would take them to your website. So if you would like to have that instead, you can fill that in here. You can also here add your company social media accounts. So we have added our LinkedIn, our Facebook, and our Instagram. If I wanted to add our Twitter account, I could easily do that. I can just go find our account. Copy and paste that link in here. Whoops. And then make sure to check the box. If the box isn't checked, it's not going to allow people to link to it. And then I would want to verify that link again, make sure I typed it in correctly and it takes me where I want to go, which it does. So that's great. So we're all set there. So we've added our social media account. Here's your web description about your company. You can include as much or as little as you like there. Search results description. You can put a short description in here if you would like to for your search results. You can add in your hours of operation. Just make sure to keep those updated if that's something that changes. Driving directions if you think those are helpful. These are the bulleted texts that appear on the website. This is a good place. Kimberly had asked us a question once before, if you could add multiple videos to your landing page. And I checked with the software provider and you can't directly have more than one video, but by using these bulleted text, you could add an extra video. So I'm gonna add one here that's called Watch the Finals of our Scaling Up North Awards, which actually I'm going to change that. I'm going to change it to Watch the Emerging Business Finals. And then I would go find that YouTube link. And I have it saved somewhere, so I'm going to cheat. And I would grab that YouTube link and I would put that there. And again, it gives me the link. Should I verify the URL? Yes, I should. Go check it out. And it takes us right where we want to go. So that's great. So that's all set. You can add as many bulleted texts as you like, and they can be to like different parts of your website if you would like. If you have a photo gallery and you want to link it here, you can do that. Keywords. This is important, important, important. This again will increase your SEO, your search engine optimization. When people are looking to find your business, put as many descriptive words in here about your business as you can think of. I'll add like Northern Michigan. If I'm onboarding someone new, a new business, I usually add things like Northern Michigan, Traverse City, whatever I can think of. Keep that up to date. If you add more services with your business, go back in and add more keywords. All of that's going to help people find your business faster. And then save your changes. Brenda, did you want to add in something? You look like you were going to add.
You can spell your name wrong because not everybody knows how to spell McClellan or Purdy or, you know, and put everybody's name in there. Everybody that you work with on your team.
That's great. Great information. The next link back here on the side menu is categories. So these are your business categories. You are not limited to just one category. One will show up as your primary category, and that may change over the life of your business. So keep that updated. Maybe set a calendar reminder to check in each quarter or even more frequently on this page and make sure everything's updated. So you can have as many as makes sense. again, as long as they're relevant, that's going to help people find your business. You're going to appear in more business searches. The next one is just additional information. This doesn't apply necessarily to a lot of you, but children, what they mean by children, they don't mean Mary Jo and whoever your actual children are. This is businesses who are your children, where you're the parent organization and you have sub businesses underneath you. You can list those there. And if that's something that changes with your business and maybe you don't have that now, but you do in the future, it would be something to talk to us about, because we have higher levels of investment that give you the bargain of being able to bring on additional businesses at no additional cost for them. So you would fill that information here. Any of this that you would like to fill out, you can, not required. Okay, logos. So I talked earlier about how on our page, that big banner logo at the top, that's what this is. This is your member page header, and it's called a banner style logo. So it does appear larger. If you don't want that, if you don't like the look of it, you can just put your logo here. Like I could remove this one, just click remove and it's gone. And then I could add an image to have a smaller size image if I would like. This is the search results icon. So again, it's smaller still. And that shows up, let me take you back here for a minute. So if I were to search Daniel, and I knew part of his business name and I type it in, this is the search results page. So this is what's gonna come up. So there's Daniel's business. There's his logo that he's put in there with his address, his phone number. And also he has an executive banner because he's a high level investor at executive level. So that's why that shows up. So those are those search result logos. Excuse me, they can be different. You can have, this one can be one style banner. This one could be, like we could use our stacked logo instead of this horizontal one. Whatever you like. Save your changes and you're all good. The next thing is photos. This is a great part of the website that you can enhance if you have recent projects you've worked on. You want to highlight your staff. You could have a photo of your staff, would be nice. All you have to do is click Manage Gallery and add an image. So you would have your images saved on your computer somewhere. I'm going to add, we have our ambassador ribbon cutting. That was nice. You can add a caption if you want that. That's going to display. The caption will display. So choose whether you want to do that or not. I'm going to add another one, which is our Traverse City Young Professionals Out and About Volunteering. And then I'm going to decide, oh, I want the young professionals to be the second photo. You just click this whole box and drag it. Put it where you want it. And it'll automatically position it. It's pending because I haven't saved it. So I want to save my gallery. And go. So then we can go, whoops, not there. Let's go preview the web page. And now those photos are added. Okay, the next thing is a video. You can directly link a video right to your business directory page, and it's a really nice feature to have. So if I wanted to do that, which I do, I'm going to put up our Scaling Up North Awards finals. And again, it has to be a YouTube link. So you would link that there, and it should automatically show up. Once you click Save Changes, now it's added to your page. And you can preview that. And there's the video, so people can play it right from there. They can also come over here to the highlights and watch the emerging. So lots of ways to set up your page and make it look exactly how you would like it to look. Okay. And the last two things here are the map service. Google Maps is pretty good. It's usually accurate. I suggest you take a look at it to be sure. I have had the random business that's been, for whatever reason, like a block and a half away where it should be. I don't know. You can edit that yourself. If you run into trouble, let me know. We can manually put in the latitude, longitude, and make it accurate. And then finally here, the membership badge. This is something that you can have display on your website. You can have listed that you are a Traverse Connect, proud member of Traverse Connect. All you do is click generate, and it's going to generate a link for you. You copy and paste it, and then paste it to your website wherever you would like it to appear, like the bottom, very bottom of your homepage, maybe by your address, and all of that is typically where people put those. There's the link there. So it's a pretty long link, but you just copy and paste it, easy to do, or have your IT person handle it for you. And then last is billing. So if you have a payment profile that you would like to enter, if you want to enter your credit card or you want to enter your bank account information and store it, you can do that. Not required, but you can. And you can also make a payment. So I set up an invoice for us. Selected invoice total shows 0 until I click the invoice that I am paying that day. Let's say you have multiple, you have events coming up and you're only going in to pay your renewal right now. You're not paying your event. Just click the invoice you want to pay. It'll pre-fill the total amount. If you are only paying part of it, fill in part of it, and then click continue to complete that payment. Transaction history here will just show you transactions from the past. Now again, if you're the primary, the billing, they'll show you all of the company, all of the transactions. If you are a standard user, it would only show your personal, probably event registrations, things like that. You wouldn't see the company information. And shopping cart, that would be as if you had been shopping for events and putting them in your cart and now you're ready to check out, then you can check out, pay for multiple events. So that's all of that. I want to go back home and just quickly point out these top links across here. And one other thing before I forget, with events, this is your landing page again. This is what you see as soon as you log in. When you come over here to upcoming events, there's a little teeny arrow that's easy to miss. And you can click on that and it'll take you to the next upcoming events just from the home page, so you don't have to navigate through 2 events. So there's our human resources. Lori, this one's coming up May 21st. And whoops. This one is later today, Lori, at 12:30. We talked about it before you hopped on. So that's graphics from Traverse Repro and Copy Central on reopening your businesses and signage and different things that you might need for your business to reopen safely. So that's there. Across the top here, just really quickly, this is the member directory. So same, you can access this from our website or you can access it internally here. You can search for a business. You can click A to Z order and it will just list all businesses. We'll pick 44 North. Sheila Peak is one of our ambassadors and there's that page. 20 Fathom. So you can click directly on it from here again, or you can access it from our website. And then events. This is more detailed information on upcoming events. So you can click on any of these to register right from inside the Member Information Center. Resources, this is where we'll post any information that might be helpful to you. This is how to log into the Member Information Center. If you had, let's say you have a new employee that you just added and you want to share this with them, you could download the PDF and share it to them or show them where it is, where the login. Reports, this is membership visibility with your website links and visits. And then news, if there's any news that's been added, you can see it here. So if you look again over here on this left side, I sent you, if you're new members, you would have received information and directions on how to add news releases. They're really easy to do. It's pretty intuitive to walk through, and you just click here to add a news release. fill in the required information. This is all text, however you would like it to appear. Pick a category. Is it a press release? I always encourage people to add your logo or add a relevant photo and the correct contact information. Save it as a draft. And then once you're happy with it, submit it for approval. And it comes to me for approval. And I always review those and just get a second set of eyes on them to see if I see any typos or maybe you didn't put your logo in and I can help with that. So that's a great way to get information out. Things that are happening at your business, events that are coming up, whatever it might be. Job postings, same thing, very easy. They walk through. This appears, all of this, news releases, job postings appear in the Member Information Center and also on our website. So these are recent job postings. Northwestern Michigan College just posted some, MoneyFit, and you just click add a job posting, title of the job, description, posting date. I do want to point out here, when you get to the bottom, these active dates, it posts by weeks. So you would pick, so let's say I wanted it to post this, it's going to pick that whole week. So you pick all of the weeks that you want it to post before you save. Again, images are great, always great. Save as a draft to review it and then submit it for approval. And again, those come to me for approval. MarketSpace, I'll admit, not a lot of people, hardly anyone uses Marketplace, but you can. If you had something, I put this one in yesterday, office chairs. So I have some office chairs I'd like to sell. There they are. I don't really, so don't call me. But you could member to member advertise things here that maybe you're moving to a new office and you'd like to do that. And that's it.
To your Facebook Marketplace, right, Jody?
Yeah. That's pretty much it. I know I went fast. We're back home. Does anyone have any questions on what I covered in the Member Information Center? If you do, call me, email me. Happy to help.
Jody, this is Jenny from SafetyNet. I have one quick question. I was looking at our page kind of as you were going through this and checking our updates. And I noticed that we have several employees listed, but on our site, it only shows 2 of them. And I'm wondering what determines how that works.
Yep, so that is under the preferences. Okay. So if I go back here, Jenny, if you go to, once you're logged in, if you go to your employees, and let's say it was me. So, oops, where's my preferences? There we go. Okay, so you're under profile now, and then you see display preferences here. You click that. That means that something on this side is checked.
Okay.
To display to the public. And you can add people to have more, or you can take people off if you don't want anybody.
Okay, and I can make those I can make those choices for those people then?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, it's your, if you're the one managing the business directory appearance, yes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yep, sure. Okay, I think that's all on that. We do have a video that we wanted to show you before we leave. Brenda, do you want to talk a little bit about that for a second?
Yeah, so as Kimberly mentioned earlier today, she's our ambassador chairperson and has taken on the task for our new investors that join us, as well as those investors that have been with us for a number of years. We provide ribbon cuttings as well as anniversary cuttings with our ambassadors. We have over 20 ambassadors that will gather and go to a business and surround you and learn a little bit about your business. And then we take a photo and we post it on our Facebook pages. Well, because of COVID, we've had to adjust and we've created a video. And the lovely thing about this is all we need from you are maybe 10 to 15 photos, some verbiage about your company and maybe your team. And then our marketing team will put this together, and Kimberly and the ambassador team will share it on Facebook along with us putting it on our Travelers Connect Facebook page. And then you can take it and share it yourself and get a lot of exposure for your business. And so, let's see, John and Daniel and Cheryl, you guys are all up for a ribbon cutting. So are you, Lori. I think Axios came on board a couple months ago. So, you know, we'd love to help you promote your business. And this is a way that that we've done it for Willingham Cote. You can go ahead and push play, Jody.
Oh, sorry about that.
What?
I don't know.
Weird. Well, we've had enough of that, Jody.
Well, I have no idea. That just stopped.
Oh, maybe it's our too much bandwidth. We might be sucking up with bandwidth with our video and our videos and upon videos.
Oh,
We can send you guys the link if you'd like to take a look at it. It's also on our Facebook page. So we're happy to promote your business. And those of you that have any anniversaries coming up, you know, just let us know. Where are you going, Daniel? Can we go with you? Just kidding.
I was looking at a house over here, and I'm supposed to look at it at noon. I don't want to be late.
I'm just kidding you. I'm sorry to be so nosy.
No problem.
So if any of you think of any questions as you go through your investor page, please reach out. Especially Jody can help you in an instant. It might take me a few minutes, but I'm happy to be there for you if she's not available.
When do you think we'll be able to do the ribbon cuttings again?
As soon as we can. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. You know, I guess with
long scissors, so we all stay apart.
Right, we could probably
Our
do
scissors
that.
are
What do you
pretty
think,
big.
Kimberly?
I think there are ambassadors who would be interested and willing, probably once we get into June, maybe mid-June, with obviously proper social distancing and those elements. And so I'm sure outside ribbon cuttings to start would be most preferential, but I know certainly we have some team members that would be excited to start resuming those.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited to get out and about again. I'm tired of looking at my kitchen table.
Yeah.
And I apologize, I'm going to jump off. I've got a noon Zoom.
Thanks, Kimberly.
Thanks, Jody. Great job.
Bye. Thanks, Kimberly.
So Brenda, is that something Kim would contact me about for the ribbon cutting?
Sure. If you want to have a ribbon cutting outside, and you know, we can certainly do that for you. Like she said, maybe later in June. If you do not want to have like a face-to-face ribbon cutting, send me 10 to 15 pictures and verbiage, and our marketing team will put this video together for you, and we'll post it everywhere we can. And then all of our ambassadors go on to an ambassador page and then share it on our Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So the viewer results are enormous. Just wonderful way to get your name out into the community.
Yeah, awesome.
All right.